Ruto must go happening, because I would want that to happen probably tomorrow or even yesterday. I would want it to happen. When are we likely to achieve this? And if this is a long-term plan, what are our short-term goals? Because I think we can reopen the case on Linturi. We can start with this, because we need to have examples. We need to teach these people that, we actually mean what we say. And because corruption is our biggest problem, we need these people to go. We need the president to just call this person and tell them to go. Because again, if we talk about dissolving parliament, Ruto won't. Remember that the only thing that is working for Ruto right now is the parliament. The public is not working for him. He has no political goodwill in the public. He won't dissolve that parliament. What we need to do is recall our MPs. And then this calls us to make reconstituting of IEBC our short-term goal. So yeah, but and I know we've talked about we don't want leaders, but we need to organize ourselves. And I do not mean that we appoint somebody that now when the protest is called, you're the one who talks for us. But we need some sort of organization. I also like the way we've been communicating to other people. In term that page Mushiri Mike's page is called, I think it's called Civic Rise. I really like how we've been doing things, ensuring that everyone understands what we are doing. And so even as we intend to continue with the protest, we also need to communicate this in different languages for everyone to understand, because we realize that people who go to the streets, they've not understood what exactly we're going to do. They just heard that Tuesday kuna kwanga na maandamano and then they took care. So let's not make ours a Pyrrhic victory. Let's actually have goals. And I want us to know that we are the only functional unit or functional organ in this country, right?
And it should be fresh actions, fresh thoughts, fresh everything. Thank you very much, Kimbozi.
Well, thank you so much for that. Actually, it's powerful points you have raised, and I really like that umeguzia almost everything in it. Get skills, kauna skills, kanja government, kanja civil service, kanja PSC, TSC, like just stay home. EPRA is infiltrated by people who don't have a good certificate, doesn't have necessary skills. Places like Kengen, watu wamejudge wanajuana. Places like all these paras, they don't have skills. That's why they are collapsing. The other day I was saying NIS has a politicians' kids. That's why it's collapsing. They don't have information. So what I'm trying to say, raise such points like guzia facts kama meritocracy. Tuna export people who have skills waende wafanyia wazungu kazi instead of utilizing them in Kenya. That's brain drain. We shouldn't be encouraging brain drain, because I know people who can make very important things, very important decisions in Kenya to change, to make our nation move forward. So what I can really instill, or I can say, I need such speakers who can raise very valid points for our country. This is what we are fighting for. Tax accountability, meritocracy, justice. We are fighting for, because I see people relenting, and we have people who were killed, their lives were lost for no reason. We should not relent. The fight is still on. Like, I want people who talk because they have experienced it. I have experienced the want for exploitation of labor. I want person to talk about the experience, because she or he or they have been denied a job because of nepotism or corruption. We should talk about such issues. That's why we are saying Ruto must go, because he has lied to us. He told us he will come and correct this, and he hasn't corrected. Look at the police who was shooting the person yesterday on live camera. He knows nothing can be done. That Isaiah Nduma or something, he knows nothing can be done to me. I can shoot even the camera person. Nothing. We should, and I'm really insisting on this, because kama umetoka nje ya Kenya, utarealize systems work, democracies work. Like hawezi tishiwa just for speaking against your leaders. leaders are very accountable. Kitu kiasi ameresign, kitu kiasi ameresign. Why are Kenyan leaders wanakatalia kiti? Ni nini Bill Ruto alikatalia sana until watu wamemalizwa? Mbona amekatalia kitu hadi watu wauawe? Why? We should be raising such pertinent issues, such important issues. Thank you. Next speaker. I can see Jelani, I can see Davis, I can see one of you can raise a point. Preferably a gentleman, then a lady.
Okay. Kimozi unanisikia?
Yeah, loud and clear.
All right, let me go. Good evening, guys. First of all, let me start by sending my respects and condolences to the fallen and prayers to their families. Also, prayers and best wishes to the injured in the hospitals. Wherever they are, mwenye anawatembelea, kindly let them know that we think about them and we pray for them, even the families of the fallen soldiers. I'll be brief. I'll tie myself to 4 minutes. I'll try to tie myself to 4 minutes. So the first point that I want to raise is one is I feel like the energy is being lost. I don't know why. We are supposed to be getting more anger. We're supposed to be more angrier than how we were 2 weeks ago. They've killed at least the recorded one, the official recorded ones claim to be 20 plus, but we all know that these numbers in Githurai and in Rongai, we know numbers are more than those. So the energy should be everyone should be getting angrier. Yeah, these were comrades that we were working with. Some people are reporting that they experienced death next to them. So we should be getting more angry. I don't know why the energy is losing. There's no relenting at this point. There are people who've put everything. There's nothing to go back to. So if this doesn't work, if RUTO doesn't leave, kuna watu wameweka all their all in this war. So I think with all due respect, let's push. When you wanaweza, let's push. Even if itafika point where soldiers get tired, we've seen it, yeah, and we respect them. We respect those who get tired on the way, but those who know what they are fighting for, those who've lost due to the government poor management, let's keep on fighting. Point number 2 is the unity. Unity is key. Tumeanza kurushiana mikono, tumeanza point fingers, it's us actually. This thing we are claiming that they are picking leaders for us, but it's us who are making these leaders. Yeah. Mtu akisema kitu, all of a sudden these guys don't claim to be the spokesperson of Gen Z, but the moment they go and say something, mtu amesema amechoka, mtu amesema don't do this, then we all of a sudden start attacking that person as if he's speaking or she's speaking for us. I think it's us who are giving them the power to do so. If someone personally claims he's tired or she's tired or she's not going to work, she's not going to march, or he's not going to march with us, it's not upon us kwanza kumsomea manini. Let them be sisi tuendelee na march, because the moment we start fighting them, it sounds as if they were our leaders and now they are turning their back on us. So this thing is leaderless, tribeless, and fearless. The fact that it's leaderless, we are not supposed to be pointing fingers. We don't have a structure yet, so we can't be blaming anyone for branching off the course. We just try to sway them back in. We need as many people as we can. So Msaki akisway away, we try to bring them back. We don't fight them. That part naona ni kama, and it's what has been destroying us, I think, for the past 2 days. We've been focusing on fighting each other for the past 2 days. I think that one needs to change. Point 3. What do we do next? Because this space, I think it's about the way forward. For me, I think we have a bigger goal, which is RUTO must go, and this we must every single time tukiwa street, whether tumeenda ku light candles for our fallen soldiers. This one must always be passed across. Every time tukiwa TL, ukiboeka midnight, mimi namkanga midnight, nasikianga mbu imepita nikiamka nasema RUTO must go. This thing RUTO must go has to be the bedrock of all this. But we need to set milestones. You see, the reject finance bill was a milestone that was achieved. Now what walifurahia, and those kind of milestones keep people motivated. So we need to set milestones. As much as we are pushing for RUTO must go, RUTO must go might be the largest picture, but we need to set milestones that can motivate can motivate the comrades. Milestones zenye mimi naweza suggest: occupy churches. This should be an every Sunday milestone. Every Sunday we just need new posters so that they keep the thing lively. I've seen Mobili shared a poster which is quite good. I think every Sunday inafai kuwa tu a standard. Every Sunday we are doing occupy churches, and we occupy churches with a purpose. Hakuna politician anaongea kwa church. We are not violent. We can allow them to get in and worship, but hakuna mtu anapatiwa platform kuongea. We can have then now I think we are all agreeing that IEBC is the center of our movement. Like, the way forward for us is through IEBC. I think our next push to Prezo, our next push to RUTO should be constitute IEBC. I don't know if that can be a hashtag on its own, and this needs to be happen as soon as next week. Constitute IEBC, because the IEBC hapo wametushikilia vizuri sana. It's like they are holding us with the balls. Yeah, we can't do anything to our aim them, na tunaona ni kama pia wana grow resilience, and they have more resources than we do. As all we have is the power of unity. Yeah, they have the resources. Wanaweza manipulate. You've seen what they have tried to infiltrate us, and in some ways they're succeeding because they have the resources. All we have is the unity. So the MPs fighting them, I think IEBC they've choked us without the IEBC. So I think we need to have the IEBC, and this one we need to push RUTO to constitute IEBC as soon. Hata kama next week tunaweza anza, or next week, but when we need to push the same way we pushed him to reject the IEBC, the finance bill, we need to push him akuje nje aseme tomorrow. This is, I don't know the process that is required to do so, but we need him to come. We need to push him the same way we pushed him for finance bill. Akuje nje aseme tomorrow we are constituting the IEBC. Ama I've done this to make sure the IEBC exists, or whatever he needs to do. We need that IEBC. Immediately we have the IEBC, tutaanza the processes, the usual processes. Everyone in their own constituency will be dealing with their MP. I think with the IEBC in place, everyone is tired of these fuckers. Everyone is tired of this fucker. So the moment we have the IEBC, everyone will do the needful wherever they will be. Then these milestones, we need to be setting them. The next milestone would be sack the entire cabinet. We push mpaka RUTO akuje aseme amechuja Linturi, amechuja Kindiki, ameifagia yote. This milestone, then when that pressure builds up, then of course the RUTO must always be running in the background. Tunaweza push hivyo mpaka ago. Although it's a long shot for RUTO to go, but we can push him with those small milestones. We don't give him a breathing space. We don't even allow him to work. It's pressure under pressure under pressure. At pressure, the surrounding pressure, the international bodies, watakuja succumb to the pressure, because now we won't be giving him space to do his dirty business. Yeah. So we need to set up those small milestones. Then another thing is Occupy Parliament should not end today. Every time these fuckers wanna meet, they go to Parliament and do a stupid thing. We occupy Parliament. I know there are so many stories about what happened in Parliament. Personally, I think that was that was not the plan. The plan was to go to march at to protest to inja Parliament, but because of the police force, polisi wanavuzushiana na sisi, they prompt people to get into Parliament. I don't think that was the plan. The plan was just to march to Parliament to protest hapo, but now the fujo ya polisi, they're trying to prevent us our rights. Marching outside the Parliament is not a bad thing, but sir, hiyo vita tu ya. So every time these fuckers do something stupid in Parliament, we march there. Every time they do something stupid, we march there. It shouldn't die from the previous time. So my point is, we need these small milestones that will help will keep us going to show that we are getting into the president's nerves. Every time one, occupy the churches, no platform for politician, including RUTO. Two, constitute the IBC, and this should be happening as soon as next week because we need these fuckers gone, all of them. And people in the constituency levels, the moment we have the IBC, trust me, these fuckers, you'll see people collecting signature and motion and submitting them to IBC. Now the process will start. Then we have the sack the cabinets. These milestones will keep us going. And then we might achieve the big goal of RUTO going. Either way, mimi najua RUTO anaenda. Kama si sahi 2027, but anaenda regardless of the time, but he will go home. Otherwise, keep strong. The unity is more important. All we have is the unity. These people have the resources. All we have is the unity. So always have that in mind. So before tukane mse because I'm a change course, always know that we need them on our side. If you can convince them if they have been swayed away, if you can convince them to come back, I think it's much better than kumtukana and then he moves out. We all have followers. Hata kama ni watu, even if you have 10 followers, there are 2 out of them wenye wanakuaminia. So if people abuse you, you move with all your 2 followers, yeah? And all we need is to bring this together. So even those watu wana sway away, if we can bring them back, I think it's better than kuanza kutukanana, because all it does is break our unity. Otherwise, comrades, pamoja, and we do all we can to push umse away. Thanks.
Do I go next?
Yeah, sure.
Hi everyone, thank you Kimuzi for this opportunity. Mimi, to be honest, haven't been doing very well emotionally. Is in murders and people dying, especially the kid who had bullets in his back. Hiyo kitu nashindwa hata kulala. I'm just unable to process how someone is ready to even kill kids. And frankly, hata venye, I think it was kina Cairo, I don't know nani alianza hiyo story ya I'm shaking. Whew. I don't know who started that story for dialogue on the timeline. And I'll be honest, I had started considering it. I started being like, okay, maybe a conversation can be had. Maybe there's a different way for us to get what we want. But then when I saw the kid with the bullets, like the back just full of bullets, and then I heard what was going on in Rongai yesterday, I don't think there's any conversation that can be had with these people. I genuinely, I might be wrong, but I don't think there's any conversation that can be had. And sasa, no use or to be very for this protest, because there's another very dangerous narrative that's come to the timeline, and it's been there for a long time. I know it's been there for a long time because I have friends who are older than me who have gone through the same thing, where Kenyans act as though Kenyans living in diaspora are less Kenyans, where people act as though because you don't live in Kenya, you shouldn't have a say, and you shouldn't be on the table, and you shouldn't have an opinion, and you shouldn't participate in anything. That is why part of both teams, both Azimio and NKK, when they were campaigning, one of the things on the agenda was to make diaspora a county on its own when they want money. All right, when someone wants, when they want money. All right, when someone wants money, when they want us to contribute to the cause, say diaspora na kuanga na pesa. So tupeane pesa laki, tusipeane maoni. So me I'm supposed to be outside, partying and whatever. But I'm here every day on Twitter, either holding a space, pushing a hashtag, still even after I've done all, giving my money. And even after I've done all that, some wanker wants to talk about something that has nothing to do with me from 2018. Stupid people trying to bring down the cause, trying to cause division. And even if whatever is being said is true, for example, if one of the people that was vocal in this way, even let's assume that, and if he uses this here and talk about our issues and azunguke tu akiongea zile mambo zinafanya ye kama hiyo ndio inamfurahisha hivi, that is his form of protest. For me, I'll not sit there and attack him. Why? Because we have a bigger picture. The bigger picture is RUTO